little slice of paradise. Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex in Honolulu. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense that has the first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
So Hawaii's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Barfield. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Right on the money. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Barfield. And good coverage by the defense just a short.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That's caught. It's Marshall. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The run inside. It's Marshall. Got a little grass. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Got enough for the first. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Buchanan. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Sends it back in motion. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Barfield. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Back to pass. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They'll run for it. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Running inside, it's Barfield. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Could be an alley. Ripping through the defense. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Underwood to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. And tackled there by the defense.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. Plucks it out of the air. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll run it again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a few. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So now it's 2nd and long. Now on the option. He'll toss it.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Bring in the heat. Avoids pressure on the right. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. So here comes the Michigan offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Lets it fly. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to...
Might have a chance. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands. It's Marsh. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll go to the counter play. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Grab. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. There's some room.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Finds the tight end, and he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barfield, and he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. And the Rainbow Warriors with the 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
They'll move the wide receiver. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Complete in the middle. Gives him the big stiff arm. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback
looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on! And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped him.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. That's caught. It's Owens. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Marshall. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to the ground with the running back. Maybe some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. On the option. Now the toss. Fighting off the defender. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. And the Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught over the middle. It's Barfield. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Stepping to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Michigan! And they turn it into a defensive score. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. This offense has it with really good field position.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll move the tight end. Looks as if he's going to run it. Maybe got enough space. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Gets away from one. He's got space. Can they catch him? And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running inside, it's Barfield. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the single back. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.